HCR FM and Gaz Reynolds with us here in the studio, and that was his latest single. Gaz, if somebody wanted to buy that, is it available online?
It's worldwide release. It's available at iTunes and all major outlets such as Spotify, Amazon. So anywhere that sells music basically around the world is available, or you can visit World Domination Records website.
Okay, great. We just posted that on the Twitter. If you're a Twitter follower, you can find the website there. If you're not, why not? It's at Harrow at HCRFM_Harrow. Do follow us on the Twitter. I'll also retweet that onto my Twitter as well. Mvivu, at Mvivu, the Swahili word for lazy person. Having a lazy Saturday morning. I'm here with Gaz Reynolds, and we're going to play another one of his hits in just a moment. Now, Gaz, if somebody, you specialize in dance music, and that was a great dance hit.
Oh, thank you.
If somebody was, say, not a dance artist, but maybe an R&B artist,
yep.
Would you still be able to help them?
Well, I own World Domination Records, but I actually own a lot of sister labels associated with the label as well. So we're always interested in new material. So anything that's original, and particularly at the moment, because it's a Harrow-based record label, I'm very interested in finding a sort of budding artists that might stand out from the crowd, that would be well fitted for the label or one of the sister labels that I own.
Okay, great. Now we've got another track. Do you know the title of the number 2 track?
I haven't got a clue what you've got lined up, unfortunately.
It's number 2, the next track on the CD. We'll just sort of have to see what it is.
I can tell you afterwards.
Okay, well let's have a listen, and then we'll know what it is. HCR FM. It's 8 minutes away from 9 o'clock. And I'm here with Gaz Reynolds, and we were just talking about some of the musicians besides yourself that have made a comeback. Elton John, of course. Well, Elton John's really not gone anyplace, but
no, that's right.
Just released a new album, and
yeah.
It's sounding really good. Played something from that earlier in the show. And Rod Stewart, after being away for a few years, has a really nice song called Brighton Beach.
Yeah, I've heard it, and that was great. And I was saying to you off air that I was actually featured on one of these celebrity websites the other week with Rod Stewart and Lady Gaga. So that was pretty exciting for me.
Excellent company indeed. So yeah, and Cher has made a comeback.
Yeah,
as well.
Cher's supposed to have been retired, and she's retired so many times I've lost track. But but she's decided to make a comeback as well. And again, I was featured on a website with her the other week. That's how I found out about her comeback. So, but it's a pretty cool album that she's got out.
Okay, and by the way, the song that we just played, I'm sorry, we should have mentioned the name of the song.
Yeah, it's on Holy Ground, and it's very relevant to today's market and to what's going on in the world, because it's all about the destruction of war and how sometimes politicians might use religion to basically start wars. So Syria comes to mind. It's actually an old song of mine, which we decided to re-record and remix for the new single, Plastic Girl Regeneration.
Okay, and sounding really good.
Thank you.
One of the questions I've been talking about this morning, actually I have 2 things that I've been talking about during the show before you came in. One was the fact that people queued up for hours and hours for the release of the new iPhone. And I was wondering, is there anything that you would stand in line for hours and hours for, be it concert tickets or...
Yeah, probably to go to one of my own concerts.
And do you have... When is your next concert?
I don't know at the moment, but I think I said to you that I was out of the music scene for quite some time, but there's been talk of me going back to Russia and a few other countries, so that's something for the future, but it won't be this year either way.
Okay. You do, of course, you'll keep in touch with us, and we'll...
I certainly will.
We'll follow your progress on that.
Thank you.
One of the other things that we're talking about, totally off topic from why you're here, but there was a poll in the Daily Mail that said that British men 9 of 10 fake their love for sports so that they can impress their friends and colleagues. Now, I'm the 1 out of 10 that I know that I have absolutely no knowledge of sports, especially,
and neither do I.
Especially British sports. I know a bit about football, but if it's on, I'll watch it. I would not switch the channel because I know it's on.
Right.
And they were talking in this survey. They said that 61% lied about football, 52% lied about Formula One racing, and I think meaning that the reason I think these numbers go down is because there are less interested people that admit that they're not interested. 46% lied about cricket, and of course in that a lot of them also said that they understood the rules of cricket. Now, I spent a day with a cricketer, an international cricketer,
right.
having him, he spent a day trying to teach me the rules of cricket. I still don't have a clue. As an American, I do follow baseball. That's my sport, baseball. Okay. I understand that, but otherwise, they said 34% lied about liking golf, 27% about rugby, 17% about boxing, 13% about athletics, 12% lied about loving horse racing. And we've got Gaz Reynolds with us, and Gaz and I have been talking about the future of radio and the internet, and we're talking about the fact that the internet may be the thing that saves radio.
I definitely think it is, to be quite honest with you. We were just talking off air, and I think I was just saying to you that one of the reasons why I decided to relaunch my record label, World Domination Records, was because the technology's changed. Basically, everybody's got hand devices now, phones where you've got absolutely everything on your phone, so you can stay in touch, listen online to radio, watch TV programs, watch movies, and it's the same with all the iPads and all the other portable devices. So the way forward, I think, is internet, and that's very much the way it is actually going. We'll be watching TV. Well, people already are, aren't they? You've got the hybrid TVs, and you see people sitting on trains and buses, and they're already watching television on their on their iPads and the phones.
Exactly. Now, just in case somebody wanted to, and hopefully some people would like to purchase your music. It's available, you said, on Amazon and iTunes. They would search...
basically everywhere that sells music. iTunes is the #1 music retailer. Also Spotify, Amazon, anywhere really. But you can just type in on Google Gaz Reynolds, GazReynolds. There's about 4,500 listings on Google for my music. So... you should be able to find it, or you can visit World Domination Records, which is www.worlddominationrecords.com. I think you've blogged it as well, haven't you, Gary?
Yes, I put it up on the Twitter and I think on the Facebook.
Right.
If not, I'll get it onto the Facebook. I just have to remember exactly how to do that. Getting old and a bit forgetful. We have got, I think, one more track we've got time for. I'm not sure we know actually what the track is.
Yeah, it was a live show, isn't it? So it's all got to be spontaneous.
Yep. So we'll just give it a shout and see how it goes. This is...
Well, anyway, one thing we do know is it's one of my records.
It will be, yes.
It's by Gaz Reynolds.
Here's something by Gaz Reynolds, folks. At 12 minutes away from 9 o'clock here on HCR.
Well, thanks very much for having me on.
If there's anything, we've got about a minute before we go into the news. If there's anything else you'd like to...
Well, I just want to say thanks very much for having me on the show. It's been great fun, and thanks to everyone that's been listening. And then, as I said, if you're interested in the single Plastic Girl Regeneration, you can download it on iTunes under the name of Gaz Reynolds, or you can Google me, or you can go to the World Domination Records website, which is www.worlddominationrecords.com.
Great. Well, thank you very much. That's Gaz Reynolds. Has been our guest for this hour here on HCR FM.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
And we'll have the news.
From a lonely world.